Welcome to the Nighttime Show. I'm your guest announcer, Josh Sussman, and today's guest is starring on my favorite new Netflix series, Jeremy Luke. And our writer is with us too, Matt Walker. He has some funny stuff. And as always, it's not just a man. We got a Glick man, Stephen Kramer Glickman.
Yeah! What is up, Josh Sussman? How are you sexy bastard?
Oh, I'm good. I'm caffeinated up because
You're caffeinated. You look good. Your hair looks caffeinated. Have you had any more threesomes since the last time I saw you?
No.
Fact.
But I'm involved in a text thread
With two ladies.
What were these girls? You got pictures?
I'll show you. We'll show you pictures after the show.
Really?
Your mind will be blown out of your asshole.
Nudie pictures or just regular? What do you got?
I won't show those. I'm a gentleman. Actually,
What the fuck?
there's a story that's very recent, only a month ago, and maybe I'll share it off the air. But there was...
You got to share it on the air now.
Okay, well, there were 3 people involved, but one just was a spectator.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
What
So
were the
it could have
genders of
been-
these 3 people?
They were females, and I
All
was the
3.
male.
Okay, so you and 3
sick.
women.
Me and 2 women.
You and 2 women while another one watched?
So me,
Oh, you and a woman while another woman watched.
correct.
Or were you watching two women?
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he was involved.
Josh Sussman doesn't fuck around. That's the thing that I
Sussman,
love.
man.
Sussman is not just a spectator.
No, he
gets
gets
in there.
in the game. He makes it happen.
'Cause I told her I was feeling sick, but I think I was lacking vitamin U, and that
I'm going to use that.
That really works for him.
I'm
that
using
really
that.
works for him.
yeah, because I'm just it's charming AF. That's what the kids say.
Oh God, you're so adorable.
Yeah.
All right, our guest today is on a show. Now, this is how this went down, which is just a magical thing. So Josh Sussman, my dearest friend here, calls me up on the phone. He goes, "You got to see this show. It's called Small Shots. It's on Netflix." And I go, all right. But most of the time, when Josh tells me to check something out, I check it out right away because Josh has good taste. He's got good taste in threesomes, and he's got good taste in Netflix shows. So I was like, all right, I'll go watch it. I started watching this show. I'm telling you guys, you have to watch this. It is Small Shots. It just blew my fucking mind. It just immediately lit up everything in me that's an actor that like is trying to make it in this business that's working. I lived in New York and Brooklyn for like almost 10 years. So having like I know these guys, me and Matt are friends with a guy who's very similar to Joey's character in this. And you were just so natural. You're so fucking, it's so good. I couldn't figure it out. I actually had to call my manager and have him explain to me who made this show, because I was like, I don't understand who made this, how it happened. I watched the whole thing, and then I had to call him and be like, you got to check the show out.
Oh, cool.
I have no idea what's going on. I don't know how this got made, but now I kind of do. So,
Yeah.
Jeremy, this is a true story. It's a true story
based
show.
on true events.
Based on true events. Why don't you tell people about it just a little bit?
So me and my friend Joey, we're both 2 short guys from New York. We're both 5'5" tall. That has a lot to do, hence Small Shots, because we're not big shots. But we were just like struggling really bad. We're both actors. We were struggling really bad like 7 years ago. We lived on Beechwood Canyon, and I was dating this girl named Angelica, and she was pretty much like, this is crazy. Joey's like, we're both like short built guys. Joey's like a really good looking guy. And she was like, "This is just insane the way you guys live." And people would say that to us, like, "This is funny the way you guys live." So we just started writing like short stuff, making like these short videos and stuff of me and him just being 2 actors in Hollywood. It just came out of frustration and not being able to work. There was a big strike going on at the time.
Oh yeah.
So it was like right after the strike. So we were just both dead in the water, and nobody like appreciated us, wanted us, or anything. So we just started making our own thing, and people started like really, really, liking them. So I put out a video, and I I got a response from, and at that time people were asking me like, can I direct and write? And I was like, I don't really know. You know what I mean? I was kind of doing it myself just because I didn't really trust anybody. And then I got an email from a guy named Justin Shack, and he was like, dude, this is really good. I want to be part of it.
What was it? What had you put out?
I would just do it like I'm doing now. Like I would just do it on Facebook.
Yeah,
like that's the only way that I would put it. I mean, I'm literally like, this is a blessing for me because we don't have any press or anything. Like you found out through Josh. Josh found out through my Facebook wall and my Twitter and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I literally, this is like a person to person kind of thing. You know, man to man. It's going to be on for a year. So,
wow.
You know, we don't have any PR, press, or anything like that. So it's just, tell a friend kind of.
No, it fucking needs it. I mean, people need to see this show.
It's definitely a voice.
Such a fucking good show.
I love La La Land and stuff. I thought it was a great film, but it didn't get me. It didn't get like the whole
it's not
people. But it was. But I'm not knocking. I'm not one of those people that because I loved it.
You know, like you got to see a little bit inside of what it's like to be a lady in this business.
Yeah.
Right. Here's what you missed about La La Land. All right. Well, here's what La La Land missed about Los Angeles. My friend, one of my friends who's a female comic and an actress.
I think what it missed is that there's other people that aren't white in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's true. There's lots of people that are not white.
Are not white in Los Angeles. Just a few.
There's a girl that we know who's a very established comedian, and she's just finished having her own show. She just had her own series that was on on some cable channel.
Yeah.
And she gets hit up by this huge agent, hits her up and is like, hey, I really like your stuff. God, you're so funny and so talented. I'm going to book you at this big club and I'm going to book you this big gig and I'm going to book you all this stuff.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, wow, this is so great. Thank you so much. And then he was like, oh, by the way, send me a picture so I have a picture of you for my phone for when you call. And she was like, okay. And she sent a headshot and he sent back to her a picture that he found on Google of her in her underwear. And he was like, how about this picture? And she was like, I don't like that picture. And he was like, well, just speaking as a man for a minute. And she writes back, you're the fourth man that's a professional in this business to try to hit on me in 3 days.
Oh, wow.
That is the one thing that in La La Land we saw none of, which happens so much that when I told my girlfriend that, she was like, oh, that's not a fucking news break. You know, that shit happens to me every fucking day. Some huge fucking agent from some huge place will hit her up and just be like, hey, so dinner? You want to get some dinner? And also we can talk about headshots. And it's
that's fucked up coming from somebody like that. You know?
Yeah, no, it's not cool. And that's the thing about La La Land where I was like,
just like to let people know, I have no
guys.
power in this town, so feel free to send me as many naked pictures of yourselves.
Absolutely,
like.
Please do.
You never text back though.
But with you,
when
Josh.
you send me those, Josh, I get busy.
Yeah, he gets busy, buddy.
My hands are occupied.
That was the thing about Small Shots that I like so much is that it really feels like legitimate. Like you guys are rehearsing scenes, and then you're like in the scene. You know, like you're try like the dating scene and the fucking.
It's
networking
also about the people that don't make it, because there's so many people that don't make it that you see, and that goes down to people with one line on television. You know what I mean? Like extra. It's funny, but it's really kind of it's very funny show, but it is like serious and sad at the same time of all these people, and I don't think we've ever captured those people's voice. I mean, Swingers did a little bit, kind of hit on it.
Yeah.
But like the abrasiveness of Joey's character and stuff.
Oh my God, he gets so fucking angry.
There's a great David Cross bit from, I don't know, like 15 years ago where he talks about like being in Los Angeles and how there's like 1 million people in Los Angeles trying to make it. Literally 1 million. And out of those, like 8 and make it. He's like, and that's only if you count the one girl who poses for Playboy and then goes on blind date. If you count that as making it, otherwise it's 7.
Oh God!
You know what I mean?
Entourage was about people who already made it, and like this, it's exciting and it's relatable, and all the actors who I know love it, and like this is like our workplace comedy.
Yeah, it's very true, man. It's very true. Yeah. I agree with you on that. I have a real problem with this is going to sound not very cool, but I usually if there are people who like watching TV shows about people that are doing worse than them, like people like there's like
King of
shows,
Queens, Roseanne, Grace Under Fire.
Exactly. There are people who like watching shows of people who are at the same level as them.
Yeah.
And then there are people who like watching shows of people who are doing better than them.
Mm-hmm.
I have always been a fan of watching shows about people who are doing better than me. Like I always loved Curb Your Enthusiasm because it shows and Entourage because it always would show me like, oh, that's what things could be like, right?
Right. That's a
Small
place
Shots.
I haven't been.
Small Shots is the first show I've ever watched where it felt like it was literally my life, like what I have to go through in my own life, and I fucking loved it. Like This Is Us. Have you watched This Is Us?
Yeah.
I can't watch that show, even though it's a very
I'm
good
on
show.
the show.
I know you're on the
Steven,
show.
you fuck. Milo is a very close friend of mine.
Milo and I have talked, and I know that
really?
I want him to come do the show, and I know the show is very, very good.
Yeah, it
I've
is.
watched a few episodes of the show.
Yeah.
It's my mom, my family, they fucking love that show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I have trouble watching it because it hits a little too close to home for me, and sometimes that can be hard. You know, if you're having a hard day, you gotta. Sometimes it's hard to watch stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking. I mean, that just shows how fucking good it is.
Yeah, it's a good. It is a good show.
I'm amazed you're here because your email, I bet, is blowing up, and since being on that show, like I saw you made a post
on
This Is Us.
Yeah, March has been a big month for me. I did This Is Us. Just so if you guys know, the last episode, Milo's friend Daryl. For those This Is Us friends, like the guy that he's like when he shaved up in '72, the flashback. I'm his friend in the flashback of the car game and everything. But it's been a huge month for me. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm running on fumes. It's great.
It's amazing, dude. That's so amazing.
But I am. I've been answering a lot of Facebook. I mean, I got to give a shout out to my Facebook people because Josh, you told Steven about it because like a lot of people on Facebook and stuff are really kind of.
So how did
That's
you guys
the
meet?
world today.
How do we meet? Like through Patrick.
You guys were in a movie, weren't you? In a
Ducey?
movie together?
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't
maybe
know.
him. Yeah. I don't know. I do.
Just
we
mutual
met, like,
people,
alone.
Patrick Gallagher.
Yeah, like
Oh, I
Patrick
love
and
Patrick
Tess.
Gallagher. Oh, and sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
And just small town people,
Yeah. Well,
And I've seen him on stage, like a lot of. He's a great stage actor. I've seen Jeremy
Thank you, Josh.
live on stage, like in
Thanks,
several
Josh.
plays.
Yeah.
you do a lot of plays?
Yeah, I have in the past. Yeah. Not as much anymore. I'm getting older.
Yeah. What kind of plays? What is something
I've done. I did a play. Did you see my zombie play?
Yes.
We got the green. Well, we're at the yellow light right now for going for the zombie play that I did. Well, my friend Leaf wrote it. It looks like we're gonna do it, but it's about zombies. Like it's awesome.
Holy shit!
It's about zombies.
It was awesome.
I did some like Shanley, John Patrick Shanley, the guy who wrote.
Sure.
Yeah. I did some. I did Lobby Hero last year, which is a dope play. If anybody ever wants to read it, great. That guy Kenneth Lonergan, he got the Academy Award this year for Manchester by the Sea, which I've yet to see. But he wrote the Lobby Hero. It's a great play if you like that kind of stuff.
Did you ever do Hurly Burly? You ever done that one?
No, that's like a 4-hour. That's like an event.
That's an event. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's
I
an
know.
event. Yeah.
That's on my list. That's on my list of things to do in this town.
Let me know.
We'll talk
down.
about it.
I'm
I
down.
would do that with
Yeah,
you.
I'm down.
Absolutely. I would do that with you and Joey. With the three of us could do that
Yeah,
together.
Joey'd be
I would
down.
do that in a heartbeat.
I
And
think I
Josh
just
could
saw-
do it too.
I think I remember one of our first interactions.
Josh could play the hooker.
Because Jeremy had a roommate who used to enjoy like prank calling me
Oh
and
my
messing
God,
with me.
Brent.
And I was like, I can't take this anymore.
Oh
He keeps giving me all these prank calls. I'm like, where are you? I'm gonna scare the shit out of him, and I'm gonna like, you don't mess with me. So, and I think he actually got scared.
Oh my
And he was like, my roommate has big muscles, and so he'll beat you up if you come over.
This was me.
Oh my God, that is the
Like, I
fucking
don't know what
funniest thing.
they
in
were
the whole world.
fighting, and Brent is like competition when you used to be like go out against each other, right?
We'd go out on all
so
the same
Brent
auditions.
is like same thing, like big freaking hair, the whole thing.
I love it. Hey, so Matt, as always, I brought a bottle of Fireball whiskey to the show because Fireball is the best. It's the best.
It makes every show better.
It makes everything better, man. It makes dates better. It makes dancing better. It makes podcasts better. It makes shows better. It makes stand-up better. It makes dealing with your family better. It makes crying better. It's so much better. I love it. I'm going to drink some right now. And you know what? If I hold the bottle up, you can actually hear the Fireball whiskey talking.
You can't hear it talk.
Yes, you can. I'll take the lid off. Hang on. Okay, now I'm going to hold it up. You can hear.
Steven!
Yep. That's the Fireball.
Wow.
That's in the bottle.
I want to be inside you.
Oh, all right.
Steven!
Hey, Fireball. How are you?
I'm so horny, Steven.
I'm sure you are. All right, now
I
let's.
want to do it with your stomach.
Well, get on in there. I'm going to drink you down, baby. Here we go.
Yeah, swallow it. Yeah.
Get in there. Ooh, how's it feel in my stomach?
Feels so good.
Yeah?
Oh, my God. So good.
Hey, who's making all that racket?
Oh, God, there's another man in here. Steven, you whore.
How much stuff do you have in your stomach?
Who's in my stomach? Who is that?
He looks so handsome.
Oh, that's Gary.
Yeah,
Gary,
don't you remember?
Gary asked if he could.
I slid down an onion ring last week, bro.
Yeah, he needed a place to stay.
Yeah.
I'm Airbnb-ing my
Your stomach,
right now.
Definitely, yeah.
So Gary, how is it in there with
It's good, bro. I'm not ready to blow out anytime soon, man.
That's cool, man.
I'm gonna hang out in here for a while.
I hope you don't mind hanging out with Fireball whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be great. We're going to party together.
We're gonna give him ulcers together. Aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Let's
Hey,
kidney stone.
Gary. Let's do a
let's-
sloppy seconds. I'll
Let's
be
get
inside
revenge
you.
for him eating us, even though we want him to.
Yes.
Yes.
Just kind of rolling inside. Oh,
I think you should go see a doctor, Steven.
I probably should. Guys, Fireball whiskey, it makes everything better. All right, let's get back to the show. Now, wait. Now, how did you go from making Facebook videos to making the video that tell the story? I
So
want people to
Justin,
know the
so
story.
I put these. I used to put our stuff on Facebook like all over, and I put them on this Leslie Kahn, who's a famous acting teacher in Los Angeles. I put it on her wall. I don't know Leslie. I've never studied with Leslie. I've heard some really good things, but I was like, "Hey, Leslie, I made this. I think you would like it." And I put it on a wall.
Right.
And Justin Shack saw it and was, I guess he loved it. And then he hit me up and he's like, I'm really interested in the show. I think I could do something with this. And at that time, there was like 10 other people that kind of hit me up. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't really trust anybody. So he sent me this video that was very much in the vein of him, Turbo and Joey. And it was about him and his friend Lev, who's also the writer of Turbo and Joey.
Sure, yeah.
Great, talented guys. And it was them like fighting over ranch dressing, chicken nuggets, McDonald's, because he forgot the ranch dressing. And I was like, this is fucking hysterical. I was like, let's meet. And that was the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys got together and you made.
We're like a rock band.
Now wait, did you make an audition tape for a? Is that legit? Did that really happen? Did you really make an audition?
No,
tape?
we made our web series was about me and Joey trying to audition. We had a web series with Justin that we made like 5-6 years ago, and it was about me and Joey like chasing the dream in Hollywood and putting together an audition tape for the new Joe Pesci, quote unquote, the new Joe Pesci movie.
Right.
And after we made the audition tape, 2 years later, that's when Clint and his people saw the
Clint
tape,
Eastwood.
called us in for Jersey Boys, and then they subsequently cast Joey to play young Joe Pesci in Jersey Boys because Joe Pesci founded Jersey Boys. He put them together. It's an interesting story. And then I got a role too, so that was cool.
Oh my God!
Yeah. It was
what was Clint Eastwood like? What was that like?
He's like an older grandfather type. I met him in what's his face at the same time, Christopher Walken.
Holy
so I
shit.
turned to Walken. I said hi, Mr. Walken, and I said hi, Clint, Mr. Eastwood. And it was just like one of those. I wasn't prepared for the day. And when I met them, like, we were doing this scene. There's a scene where Christopher Walken is yelling at me and my scene partner, James Matteo, for, like, trying to rob Frankie Valli or something. And we were not prepared. Like, I was not prepared for Christopher Walken doing Christopher Walken in front of my face. So I was literally on his coverage. Like, I was crying, I couldn't help laughing because I'm like, this is like I didn't like mentally prepare. Like, I'm going to be working with Christopher Walken tomorrow, and he's going to be doing Walken. And he was doing it. And I was like, this person is actually doing the Christopher Walken in front of me. And I just laughed hysterical in his face. And then you hear him calling me in the thing. He's like improv and calling me stupid. But Clint Eastwood's really chill to work with. You don't even know. He doesn't even like. He's like, all right, whenever you guys ready. We're ready. Actually, yeah, it was rolling. And then somebody else on the side is like, yeah, we're rolling. It's like, oh, okay. All right.
Shit.
And then he's like, you guys are funny.
So when you meet Christopher Walken and you're just like talking to him before the cameras are rolling, does he still have like the weird speech pattern and like all that stuff?
Yeah, he's a quirky guy. He's a really nice guy though. He was really cool. He knew that me and my scene partner James were just kind of like enamored by the fact that we're working. Like he saw it on our face, and he was just like cool about it. He just went with it. He was almost like doing it even more just to fuck with us. It was like totally like it was weird.
That's amazing.
Surreal, cool, really cool.
God, that's got to be outrageous, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was real.
So when the movie came out, when Jersey Boys came out, did you feel any sort of change to your life, or how did I don't
have
between
like that
you
big
and Joey?
I don't have that big of a role in Jersey Boys. I was in a couple of scenes, but I had a couple of things going at the same time. Like I was on a show Mob City, and then
like
Don
Frank
John.
Darabont, who did Shawshank. Like I look at him,
yeah.
I think like he's always working. Jeremy's
not
always,
really, because
it's an illusion. People like tell me, Josh, you're so like famous. You work all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many days where not. It's an illusion. And
it is an illusion because listen. I haven't worked. I was in Clint Eastwood. I was in Sully.
Yeah, with our friend Max Adler.
Oh, fucking A! I didn't
Who's
know
a
you were friends with Max.
good
Also,
buddy,
What's
very
your
good
call?
buddy.
I know you're friends with Max. How
I was
are you
working
friends
with him
Max?
last night. We did a movie, night shoot till 6 a.m.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I love
Holy
Max.
shit.
Yeah, Max is my buddy from Sully. We get dinners together and drinks and all that kind of shit.
He's a good guy.
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
good cat.
Yeah.
We'll
have to all go out one
Yeah.
night. I brought him to the Smokehouse.
Oh, that's around the corner from where I live.
You ever been there?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's
come
that's
on.
my spot right
That
now.
place is
You
great.
guys just set up a threesome with you two and Max Adler.
Hey, there we go. Now that's
Hello.
a threesome that'll sell tickets. You better believe it.
But I was watching Turbo and Joey since the beginning, like the YouTube
Yeah,
days.
you used to-
And it started off like they had Ron Jeremy. Like there was no like production value. They just took a camera and they'd film it. And as it went along, like that guy, the director, came along and it started looking better, which just shows all you have to do. It doesn't matter how it looks. If you have content, eventually you could wind up on Netflix.
Now wait a second.
I've
When
always-
the Fox deal happened,
I've always told people, like, you know, with that saying that is like we had like a talk show in our living room. We didn't know anything about talk show. Like Joey would cook spaghetti and meatballs.
For
and
Ron
then,
Jeremy.
like the celebrity guest would like the homeless Johnny down the block was a celebrity guest. One
Sure,
time. Like,
yeah.
Just walk through the blinds in the living room.
We've
You know
all
what I
been-
mean?
yeah,
Like,
we've been there.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you guys know. But I always tell people, if anybody's listening, just work within your means.
Yeah.
You know, don't try to make it too great or too grandiose if you don't have those within your means. Like, just work within your means with that kind of stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of people who just put together their own project and just do it. Like,
Yeah,
why wait for
yeah.
somebody to give you money to do it? You can just do it.
I see
doing
so
that,
many people
they
just-
wound up on Netflix.
Yeah.
By making their own thing for
Very true.
nothing, you wind up on Netflix. Like this is a
How did it jump from making it as a regular web series to Fox?
So what
making-
happened was, like, we had this as a web series. I mean, we only had like 15,000 views. Most of it was like us watching our own stuff, like on
Right,
fucking-
yeah.
Refresh.
like showing a friend, like
Sure,
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
always been like that whole thing. It's always been an uphill battle. 'Cause,
I watched
like,
the Demi Lovato one like 100
Oh,
times.
that was before Justin. That was like the stuff that was like silly. But we had like that's during the talk show time. But wait, what was the question?
How did it jump from it being?
Oh,
just a
what
regular
happened
show to
was
Fox?
So what happened was I was doing a movie for Fox Digital called ETXR. This was 4 years ago. It was just this little movie for Fox Digital.
Sequel to E.T.
ETXR.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's about
ET
aliens
Extra
and
Reloaded.
music and stuff like that. It was a cool little movie.
Lots of Reese's Pieces.
So what happened was I was there, and like always I just show everybody Turbo and Joey because I'm like, are you a Scorsese fan? They're like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I showed one of the execs this guy David from Fox Digital. I was like, dude, you got to see this thing. Fucking, you like this? And he's like, oh, Mike, this is great. Calling the whole team. He's like English and stuff. He looks like that guy Arthur. Remember Arthur on the Rocks?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
I
of
forgot
course.
his real name. Oh, Douglas, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So he called us in. He's like, bring the whole team and called us in 4 years later. I mean, it only took us 7 years. 4 years later, we're doing, we're out.
Wow.
It's a long
my
time.
God, that's amazing. It's great that you came with the team that you had already started with.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
You didn't like mess around. You didn't just go like, oh, I guess we can use anybody for this. Like,
Well,
you
I
brought
mean,
in
Justin
your
and
guys.
Alev are super duper talent. Those guys are like, those guys are really talented. Joey, in my opinion, is one of the best fucking comedic actors out there. I mean, he is just like such. They don't make, the thing with our comedy is like, if you guys get to see it, it's like, who else is that aggressive and could get away with it?
God, you know what? What's so crazy is we have a friend named Mike Muratori, who immediately I related to this. Matt and him are very close, but I lived with Mike when I first moved to LA. And this guy is, where is he from? Do you know where he's from?
Grew up in Connecticut,
Yeah.
but his dad was in the mob.
Yeah.
His stepdad was in the mob.
Yeah, he has
used
kind
to
of like a little bit
he
of
used to
a
collect money for his stepdad when he was a teenager.
Oh my
Yeah.
That was his summer job as a teenager.
This guy one time, and his origin story, fascinating. This fucking guy was married or engaged to a woman, right?
He was married at the time, but this
All right.
is a different person you're talking about. She was engaged to that
so he
one.
was engaged to this woman, and he comes home, and the woman is in the shower having a threesome with a guy and a girl, and he grabs the girl and the other girl tosses her out of the fucking bathroom.
This
and
is
then
Mike from Connecticut?
Mike from Connecticut grabs the guy by his hair and pulls him naked out of the fucking house and into the middle of the street and beats the man almost to death in the middle, naked, beats this man almost to death and wet in the middle of the fucking street.
Yeah.
And he was friends with the police that at the time, so the cops show up and they're like, Mike, fucking calm down. And I think he got like community service and he got like a bunch of other stuff. But
a lot of anger management.
That's
a lot of anger management.
There's a law for that. Like, there's a law where you could get away with something. Not almost.
Yeah, like he didn't kill the
temporary
guy.
insanity. Or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like,
he had to go through a lot of therapy
Poor
and stuff.
guy, man.
But
Fucking terrible.
like he would do shit like he would take a girl. He took this one girl out, and they're driving away. They're going to go to Palm Springs together, and they're driving on the road. And as they're on the road trip, he says to her, he goes, I was looking on your Facebook page. I saw a picture of you and this guy. You guys are broken up though. You're not still together, right? And she goes, "Of course we're broken up. I would not have gone away with you on a trip if we were still together." And he goes, "Yeah, no, you know that. You know I would never go out with a woman who has a fucking boyfriend." She goes, "No, I don't have a fucking boyfriend. Jesus Christ." They keep driving, and then she says something else about a man or something, and he's like, "You don't get, I don't need like I got a man," or made some kind of joke, and he goes, "No, when you said that, let me ask you this: do you really have a boyfriend, or do you have a man, or you don't have a man? Because you said you don't have a fucking man." And she goes, "I don't have a man. I don't have a
fucking man."
Yeah, and she goes, "I don't have a man. It's just you. It's just you." And they're way out in the middle of the fucking desert, and they pull into a gas station. And as they pull in, she goes, "When you're in there, can you get me something to eat?" And he goes, "Get yourself something to eat." And she goes, "My boyfriend would at least buys me stuff to eat," or something like this. And he goes, "I thought you said you don't have a boyfriend." And she goes, "Well, I guess cat's out of the bag." And he goes, "Do me a favor, get out of the car for a second." She gets out of the car, and he fucking left her in the desert and drove back home. And she was yelling. She was calling him, "How dare you? What the fuck am I supposed to do?" And he's like, "I don't know. Call your fucking boyfriend. Tell him to come get you." But it was like that kind of stuff. Like he was the kind of guy who was like pulled over on the side of the road. And because a girl slapped him upside the back of the head while he was driving, and he pulled over the side of the road and kicked her out on the side of the freeway. Like, he's one of those guys, and he's got such a fucking temper, and he's such a funny stand-up comedian, and like I adore the shit out of the guy. His name in my phone is the Devil. That's his name in my phone. So anyway, the point is when I watched this, I was like, that fucking heat from Joey's character is legit. Like, it's that's you don't find that that out here.
Yeah.
You don't find fucking guys with man buns. You know,
Right, that's the thing.
fucking-
Is like he's just a guy's guy.
Oh,
He's like
when
he's short, he's stocky, he likes to work out.
Dude,
you know,
when
he's just-
when you guys have that moment when he goes after the guy in the fucking in the gym with the weight hanging from his waist and the banana pants and shit. I mean, it's like everybody
you
wants
see
to
those
do that.
clowns in the gym, like with the colorful outfits and stuff. It's like, where are you going,
So
bro?
fucking funny. Holy
There was
shit.
an episode where they were each on a date where Turbo was on a date that was going well and Joey's date was going terrible, and both of them were so relatable. Like, I think we've all been on the terrible date where it's just nothing's going well, and then we're on the date where, oh, I said that and that's working. The girl's liking it. We're
That's
she
Tinder.
smiles. She pulls her hair back. You see her neck. You're like, oh, I'm in.
She's a really good actress, Gabrielle Walsh.
God, was she fantastic?
Yeah, she was in Lobby Hero with me. That's how she got cast. So
Wow.
any actors is saying they're not doing, they do play, that people
Yeah.
don't get cast in plays. She got cast out of my play.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
she
love
was
it. That's so fucking cool, man.
so many good people. Like Howie Mandel he played the
yeah.
manager.
How did that come
Howie,
about?
well, Justin shoots the stuff for America's Got Talent. Like all those hometown segments, like all the really cool looking stuff is Justin. So he's the guy who got Howie, and I think Howie saw some of our work beforehand. He was like, I'm in.
Oh,
he's really, really gracious
He's
guy.
so great in it too.
Yeah, he's a
Very,
he's a
very
sweetheart.
nice.
Like really, really cool.
Yeah, and Ken Davidian, who's also
Oh,
a
you know
friend of
Ken?
ours.
Yeah,
of course. Oh,
Ken.
yeah.
We got Ken. How did we get Ken through?
So Molly.
Through Molly. Molly. Shout out to Molly for getting us Ken. Yeah, he was fantastic.
Oh my god.
We were all big. We couldn't believe we got him.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
we
he
were
was
just like,
terrific, man. All right. So something I want to talk about real quick before we continue is sex. Having the sex.
It's a positive thing.
Yeah, I mean, Matt, I know you're out there. You're having the sex, right? Which is good for you. Good job, pal. And Glazer, you've been with your girlfriend for what? How many years?
8 years now, and it's like still real fun. Like we have
That's-
a great time.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so wonderful. So it doesn't really matter if you're just starting out or with someone, or if you've been in it for a while. Sometimes you gotta spice things up. Sometimes you
have
gotta
to.
add a little spice to it. Add a little spice to it. I mean, and if you've been fantasizing about surprising your lover with an adventurous new toy or adult film, well, then I have the offer for you. You're gonna love it. You can't resist. Go to adamandeve.com, and for a limited time only, you get 50% off just about any item in the entire damn website.
That's fun.
It's unbelievable. Okay, and that's not all. Oh, no. Check this out. When you select your one item at 50% off, you're also going to get 3 free adult DVDs. That's right. Three free DVDs. Also, you can use that for inspiration. Also, a free extra sensual gift. I can't even talk about it on
I'm
this
sold.
podcast.
So how do I take
No,
advantage
hang
of this
on a
offer?
second.
There's
to top
more?
it all off. To top it all off, free shipping.
Whoa.
Oh,
No,
nice.
this is no
All right,
joke.
now I'm definitely in. What do I have to do
here's
to
you go.
get this
So
deal?
check out adamandeve.com today for a special offer. Get 50% off one item when you use the code TNTS, as in the nighttime show. TNTS for offer code upon your checkout. And when you do, you're going to get 3 DVDs. You're going to get free extra gift. What? And you're going to get some free shipping. So just use offer code TNTS at adamandeve.com. That's TNTS, as in the nighttime show. TNTS at adamandeve.com. All right, let's get back into this. How was the day of the shoot of being out there? Because when you shot,
desert?
yeah, when you went out to go shoot that was
shoot.
that was no joke. Oh, who was the fucking guy who played the director?
Fucking awesome actor named
Who was
DJ
that?
Lubell.
DJ Lubell.
He's got that. Remember that video, Women of L.A.? He
Yes.
does funny
Yeah.
music video stuff. If you guys haven't seen this, DJ Lubell, go look on
He's so funny.
YouTube. Women of L.A. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. But he's great. He's great. He's like a nerdy looking guy, real quick witted, really funny.
Wow. Oh my God.
If you guys
So
like
funny.
Casino and Goodfellas and all those gangster movies and
yeah.
shit, you're gonna love this.
Oh yeah, it's so fucking solid, man.
Yeah.
What was that like going back out there to go in? Because you did when you shot the scene the first time that you shot stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Was it similar or different to?
It was we shot the first time we shot in Victorsville. Then we shot. I mean, there was like 4 people on the crew.
Yeah.
We went to Victor, but then when we did when we recently shot it for small shots, we did like there was like 25, 30 people in the crew.
Holy
like
shit.
we had big tents. It was like, what the fuck? I can't believe our little thing like turned into something like
production.
this. You know, we had drones and all kinds of crazy.
Oh my
It was
God.
it was pretty cool.
That's so amazing, man.
Yeah.
Oh well, you deserve all the success.
Thank
man.
you, man.
I want
hope
season
that-
2.
Yeah, me too.
Well, yeah.
I
we
want
gotta-
a movie. I want you you guys should just put it together into a big movie.
I wish we could
It'd
do
be
this
so-
as a series.
Yeah, call
every
the
week.
president of show business.
Yeah, I will call the president of show business, and I will make that. I will make
Make
that
a
phone
call.
call.
Come on.
All
He's
I
a
can
great
say is
guy.
like this is like just watch it, and then like all I can say is just tell a friend because we don't have any PR or anything. Like it's one of those things like just tell a friend. I
Absolutely.
just saw some guy who used to bartend with Joey. Joey's back in New York. I told him that I was coming on here. He's bartending back in New York.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
bartending. He's grinding.
Yeah,
He's
man.
starring on a Netflix show, and
But he's
still
still on a Netflix
it's small
show.
shots.
You gotta do what you
Grinding
gotta
in
do.
New York, yeah.
Did you
Uh,
know it was going to go to Netflix when you started talking to Fox?
No, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
It just so happened.
What do you think they were going to do? Like just have it on their website or?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like on the website or something. We didn't expect Netflix, which was great. Like
What's the name of Fox's digital?
Fox
site?
Digital.
Is it Fox Digital? Is
Oh,
that what
I
it's
guess
called?
it's. I don't know what the website is. I don't know.
Don John. You were in Don
Oh,
John.
yeah,
Wait, What a fucking
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Jesus
Good movie.
Christ.
You were his best friend.
Yeah. How was that?
It was cool. I mean, we had it was a lot of fun. It was like that was like my first. You know, I did right before that. I did Jersey Shore Shark Attack with Paul Savino, who was here yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Joey, me and Joey were the 2 leads, and my friend Danny Bucco. I
Oh
played the complication. Joey played Donnie Diesel, and Danny
God,
Bucco
hilarious.
played Balzac.
Holy.
And then I
crap.
did Don John, which just really kind of put me on the map. You know?
Yeah, that was a
a
big
little bit
step.
on the map, whatever, you know.
Did you meet Tony Danza when you were working on that?
Of course, I know Tony. I'm going to do. I became friends with Tony. Like
Now tell me this, because I have heard that he is the nicest person in Hollywood. That's what everybody always says about him.
Yep, the classiest guy in Hollywood.
Sorry,
Hands
Josh. I know you're
down.
trying to be the nicest person in
most
Hollywood, but
genuine person.
You're the second
in Hollywood.
nicest.
Yeah.
I'm going to
he's-
do a play reading of his play in
What?
3 weeks. Yeah, he wrote a really cool play about his family, and we're going to go do a reading of it in a couple
Awesome.
of weeks in New York. Yeah,
That's all. Are you gonna play him?
I'm going to play his younger brother.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So great.
Is it called Who's the Boss of this family?
Oh,
That's the name.
Oh, Matt, what's the matter with you?
I like what you did there.
I met Tony Danza in New York at some party, and he was so fucking great because I was like, "Oh, I'm really excited, really nice to meet you." And he was like, "Yeah, no, it's nice to meet you, and everything's good." And oh, who's this? I was like, "Oh, this is my girlfriend." He was like, "Oh, nice to meet you too, very nice." And then someone comes up and they go, "Can I take a picture?" And he goes, "Yeah, hang on just a second." Takes a picture, and the flash goes off, and they walk away, and he goes, "These fucking people with their flashes. I tell you what," he goes, "I'll take a picture with anybody, but these flashes are so fucking bright. Am I right? They're so bright. Who has flashes this bright? It's crazy with the flashes, right? It's crazy that they have flashes this bright." I was like, "Yeah, no, it's crazy. I don't know why they have them." He goes, "I mean, you could get fucking blinded with these flashes." And he's just talking for like 3 minutes straight about the flash. And I was like, "This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me." Like, I love anytime we can have a conversation with someone from anytime I can have a conversation with someone from my childhood who says like ridiculous,
word.
funny, hilarious shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm all about.
It's special.
Like,
There's something
oh,
special
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, when we had Michael Gross from Family Ties
Yeah.
on the podcast, he said that him and Mallory, Justine Bateman,
Bateman, yeah.
when they were taping their show, sometimes for fun, when the audience would come in, or like some tour would come in and sit in the audience, he would just say really fucked up shit and pretend like it was a scene that they were doing, where he would like
Now, he'd pretend it was like inappropriate between the two of them, like off camera.
Yeah, like
and
he
she'd play along. He'd be like, "Come on, my daughter, like
yeah, he'd be like,
you're not
he'd
too
like,
old for me to give you a bare ass spank."
Yeah,
Oh
or
my
like
God.
it's
Like-
time for a sponge bath, you know,
Yeah.
and she'd be like, no, Daddy, no, and then he would like chase her off, and everyone would be
Really?
like, what the fuck is this episode? Like he would just say crazy shit just to get laughs.
Just to
and-
get it out.
yeah.
Yeah, because you can't do that in the era of TMZ.
Yeah, you
'Cause
can't.
they
Oh
would-
yeah, everybody's got a camera.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
back then you could do it.
Yeah.
Because nobody, who's gonna believe that?
No one
That's
knew.
not real.
Right,
Nobody
knew.
believes that. Yeah.
Josh, what's happening with your life? What's going on in your life? Are you doing all right?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah?
I wanted to be on Small Shots, and
I tried getting you on Small Shot.
and he didn't book me soon enough, and I was on something else, and I was like, but I would have rather been doing Small Shots. I mean, the other thing, I guess it's a nice feeling to be wanted, but when I saw it, I was like, oh,
What did you choose instead of Small Shots?
well, something else.
What is it?
Well, then those people, if I say that, I guess that's good press for
That's
them, but then
okay.
they'll be like, oh, why
They're
are you
not
saying
listening.
you'd rather...
This is all Small Shots fans listening to this.
Yeah, this is just the small shots.
No,
fans.
something else. It was another fun thing, but it wouldn't have been as fun as Small Shots. And you know what I did? I told them, hey, here's like a thing for Netflix. I'm really sad about it not working out, because they told me they would try to work it out with the schedules.
Yeah.
I think that's just what they said to keep me quiet.
Yeah,
and I said, just so I'm less
That's what
sad,
they
could you
always
maybe
do.
hand me an envelope with a couple $100 cash? And they said, yeah, we'll see what we could do.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's
Dang
what.
it.
I never
Yeah.
got anything because I was really sad about it. But so I just did a project last night with Max
Really?
Adler, Quentin Aaron, Katrina Bowden.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, it was. And I just did another project in Mississippi called DPW.
What is that?
It was a pilot presentation.
Oh,
So it's
nice.
one of those.
It's about the
pilot.
Department of Public Works.
That's right. That's right. And I'm the guy who's telling people, making sure people pick up their dog poop.
Oh my God!
And
really?
I got hired from YouTube videos I did, which...
Oh, really?
Because I've done some hidden camera
yeah.
things where I don't know if you saw my shopping cart video, where
I saw.
How do I see it?
I see the
Tell
one
us
with
on
you
the air.
outside.
I'll send it to you. If you search my name, Josh Sussman shopping cart on YouTube, you'll see that. No,
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. My YouTube is youtube.com/jollyjoshua. I haven't been putting up videos. I've been doing more Instagram lately.
Dude, the one on Instagram where he goes up to like a girl outside and he goes, can I, hi, excuse me, can I ask you something? Would you consider standing? And then the girl's like, why? And he goes, because you're outside, so if you stand up, you'll be outstanding. and the girl goes, no. And it's just him saying like shit like that to people, and
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
fucking hilarious. He's
You're
know
funny, Josh. You
That's
got.
I just turned down something that I've regretted enormously. 3.8 million views on YouTube, and I
Holy
fucking turned it
shit.
down.
What'd you turn down?
It may be one of the stupidest things I haven't done.
What was it?
One of the stupidest things for me that I haven't done. It was called Deadpool the Musical, and it was a scene from Deadpool with a fucking screen accurate Deadpool costume with the eyes, the white eyes that blink, and the whole fucking nonsense. Deadpool fighting a bunch of guys in the bar, and they're singing the song from Beauty and the Beast.
No one drinks like Gaston?
No, Gaston. No one fucks like Deadpool. No one dies like Deadpool. No one. And they asked me to be the bartender in it, and it was a 2-day shoot, and it didn't pay anything. And I was like, I can't do 2 full days on a set without getting paid. Like, I got bills and shit. I don't have time for this. And Julian Higgins, who directed it, is fucking genius. And I was like, I should have fucking done it. Casper Van Dien's girlfriend, Jen Wanger, who's a fucking very talented actress and very, very funny. She's in the fucking thing. All these other great people are in it, and I just was like, 2 days. But now it's like 2 days would have been fucking great. I could have done that.
Yeah.
It would have been worth it. It would have been
What'd
so
you do
worth
on those
it.
2
And I
days
would've-
instead?
No,
Sit
jerked
at home and play
off.
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, I jerked off and played Grand Theft Auto.
My friend Chuck McCarthy. He's a people walker. Have you heard of him?
No.
He walks people. But we did this video. He was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We did this video.
This is a guy who legit is a people
Yeah,
walker.
my friend
Okay,
Chuck.
Steven,
he was out walking me.
You shouldn't be chewing on
What's
ice
a
while you're
pe-
trying to talk on a podcast.
I want to
people
catch you
walker?
ice too.
I'm sorry. Yeah, please do. There you go.
All right,
Do you know what a people walker is, Matt?
I don't know.
That's a guy who gets hired to take you out for a walk in
They
real
did that
life.
on The King of Queens. Somebody they
I
hired.
heard that too. Yeah.
It's the one from Mad TV
Oh,
who was on that show.
yeah.
She got hired to walk Jerry Stiller's character on that show.
Wow. I
didn't
love
know
it.
that.
I love it. Genius, guys. Genius.
Okay, my friend Chuck is a people walker, and he walked me for these people were doing a story circa or something on Facebook. 30 million views this video got. I was in it.
God.
I got more freaking people like, the people. I'm like, how the fuck? Like,
How much-
I got everything I've done. Like the people.
know.
walker
How much
video
does he
with
charge to take a person for a walk?
Chuck. $7. $7 a mile.
$7
And
a
then
mile.
is that paid by somebody for the person? Like, does he take like an old person, like, hey, get them
Yeah,
out of
a
the
lot of
house,
times it's
or
like-
does it's just like a lonely person who's like, I need to talk to someone? I'll pay
Sometimes,
$7.
yeah. He's like he doesn't repeat the conversations that he has unless people are trying to hurt themselves or somebody else. He's not a psychotherapist.
Wow.
But-
he does, you can kind of get some therapy out of chatting
Yeah, like
with
he
him.
listens. He's like a big guy. He's got a beard. He's kind of looks like a mountain man, and he
love
he
him.
walks people. Like some people like want to walk at night and stuff.
Does he
and-
do it in like a group or is it one on
No,
one?
usually one-on-ones.
I did a video with a guy named Weston Corey, who is, I believe, 9 years old. It was a video. All I had to do was go on Skype and make a video with him. 137,000 views.
What did you do on it?
The world is changing.
You never saw the video?
No.
Oh, it's me being my character from Big Time Rush.
Oh,
I'm dressed
okay.
up. I have the full costume on, and he's auditioning for me through Skype.
And you're yelling at him
and
and
I
telling
yell
him
at
he
him the
sucks?
whole time and
Yeah.
tell him he sucks. And then I tell him that I'll give him a record deal. And it's so fucking stupid. And people they go fucking crazy for that shit.
Really?
There's certain things that they're just very internet friendly.
Catch
you know?
me
And
outside. How about that?
My
That
greatest
fucking- that
YouTube video,
fucking-
She's
27
getting her own
views.
What?
My greatest YouTube video, 27 views.
Wow, really? Wow. That's amazing.
Matt, you shouldn't
That one
say
that we
that on
did
the
at
air.
the at LACMA. Very funny video, but whatever, I don't care.
LACMA? What the fuck are you talking about?
We did a video at LACMA where I showed the empty cabinets.
Oh, that was a funny
It's actually
video.
really funny, yeah.
That's a good video.
How do we see it?
I don't know. Just go to YouTube, Funny Matt, whatever. It's
Oh, Matt. Don't downplay.
Matt's getting all
your-
emo.
No, I don't
you
care about
won a
sketch.
fucking Shorty Award for
Yeah, like,
your work on Twitter.
all I care about
all right?
is
That's
I
a real
write
thing.
jokes.
What
I
is
don't-
it? A Shorty Award?
Yeah.
He won
Tell.
a Shorty Award in New York. He went out to New York.
They have a thing called the Shorty Awards, which is for short form content on the internet. So it's like jokes for tweeting, or like award for tweeting, basically. So I won for comedian it was 2012.
Wow.
Yeah,
No
Oh my
shit.
God. That's so amazing.
That's pretty cool.
yeah, but I do stand up. Like I don't make sketch
I
videos.
know,
normally.
but well, you know,
That's
we
why I
have-
only have the one that's like a video
Well, maybe you'll
Never
get
saw
lucky
it.
someday and make a short and
that people want to see.
people want to see, and then it'll end up on Netflix, and then
That could
everyone
be.
can watch it. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the dream.
that is the dream. Listen, this has been an unbelievable pleasure getting
Thank
to
you,
sit
man.
down with you,
Thank
man.
you, Steven.
I'm a big fan, and you've got so much fucking career in front of you, and
Thanks, man.
so much career already that you've created for yourself. And people fucking anybody that watches the show, anybody that sees this show that it can hire you will fucking hire you. I have no doubt. It puts you in the best fucking light, and you fucking kill in every single scene. There's not one scene in this fucking show that feels false or like a weird moment. Everything about it feels legit.
Well, we got, I'll just give a shout out to Justin, who wrote and directed this and did everything within like a very short period of time. And he put
Unreal.
the music together. I think he composed some music. I mean, he did a great job of also making me and Joey also making us look really good.
Yeah.
And
many
11
days?
also. What's
How
that?
many days did you have for the whole
16
series?
days?
Wow.
It was like 16 days over 6 weeks. Joey came out, stayed with me. We
What I love too is that when you watch a Netflix show, I just watched Iron Fist on
yeah,
Netflix. Okay, I don't know if you've seen this show.
I've been watching the Roosevelts.
Let me tell you something. This fucking show is a piece of garbage. This fucking Iron Fist.
It wasn't good.
No, fuck this guy with his fucking fist. This blonde Justin Timberlake looking motherfucker.
Oh,
This
really?
guy.
I didn't know.
It sucks. He sucks in it, and it sucks. Every other piece of everything else that that Netflix has done for that. Daredevil, amazing. Luke Cage, amazing. Jessica Jones, amazing. Defenders is going to be fucking amazing. Oh, cool. But that show, Iron Fist, was fucking terrible. But it was each episode is like a fucking hour, and you have to invest so much time. And you're like, do I have the time to take on an undertaking like this? Your show. The episodes range from like 11 minutes to like 4.
They're like 8. 5 minutes to like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's
There's
fucking
8
great.
of them.
I was able to watch the entire thing in a
you
day.
could watch it in one sitting.
Yeah, it's so easy to do.
Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully enough people see it.
I just rewatched the first 3 episodes with my girlfriend the other night. Yeah,
what's your favorite stuff? I don't have to be in it,
dude. I mean, the fucking bar mitzvah affair into the
Goldberg affair.
Yeah, the Goldberg affair.
That was cool.
Into the conversation with you guys about I'll make it for you for $20,000.
Yeah,
you're like, what? Yeah. All right, 19. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, look, I'll make you a deal. Touch my penis. Like that shit. Fucking. I played it for Matt last night. I couldn't take it,
dude,
man.
That's awesome.
It's too funny.
Thank you, dude.
Anyways,
it's so good hearing this kind of stuff.
Where can people find you on the internet? Where can people get you?
I'm on Instagram, Jeremy Luke. You'll find me. And then I'm on Twitter, Jeremy Luke. I'm on Facebook, and I'm kind of weird about my face. I'm like just quiet. Like I have my friends like back home. I'm like kind of quiet.
Gotta make a public page. You're a public figure now.
My page is public now, and I hate it sometimes.
Yeah,
my brother just joined Facebook.
Your mother?
My brother.
Oh God!
How
old is your brother? 97 years old.
He is. He'll turn 60 this year.
Oh, you go, Volt. Everybody in his family is old.
60?
His whole family is old as dirt. They're all very.
Yeah, my
old.
dad was 51 when I was born, so all my relatives are old.
How many brothers and sisters?
I have 2 half-brothers from my dad's first marriage and a sister who's 2.5 years older than me. But my brothers are 16 and 18 years older than me.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's no joke. You know what? My uncle who's 70, his mother is still alive, and his mother's 110 years old.
Nice.
110 years old! Yeah. 110!
Holy
and she's up and fucking around. She's around.
Yeah.
That's what people our age are going to be living to. 110.
Yeah, my grandma's 99. Yeah. She lives on her own.
I can't wait for the iPhone 70. All right, Josh, where can people find you on the internet?
Mr. Josh Sussman on Instagram, Mr. Josh Sussman Facebook, Josh Sussman Twitter, and Jolly Joshua on YouTube. You could just find me around Los Angeles. I'm walking the streets.
It's kind of distinctive looking. If you think you saw Josh Sussman, you saw Josh Sussman.
It's a very good chance. Yeah, absolutely.
Or you might have seen Jesse Heyman.
No.
Oh, he looks nothing like Jesse Heyman.
Who's Jesse Heyman?
You don't know Jesse Heyman? Oh,
I know that name. Did we say that today?
Let me tell you something.
The world's most famous extra.
Oh, Jesse Heyman. Yes.
Jesse Heyman and Josh Sussman are a series. Like, that's a show, too.
I would watch that.
I would watch that show.
I want to watch that
every
reality show.
Jesse and Josh.
Well, I'd watch it.
Talking.
All right, hey, and what about you there, Matt Walker? Where can people find you?
Go to funnymatt.com. I got links to everything there. Or if you didn't like what I had to say today, let me know at mattwalkersucks.com.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's a real website.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do tell you that you suck.
You don't suck.
I need some good hate mail. I haven't had any good hate mail in a while. Last one was that good Instagram one where that kid told me they wanted to kill me because I didn't like Stranger Things.
I should start a website called Stephen Kramer Glickman Sucks because I pissed off an entire town a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
What did you do?
An entire town.
What did you do?
I decided to shit on a small town. I was driving
in Northern California.
up Northern California. I stopped in a small
dump of a
town. It
town.
was a dump, and I said, fuck your stupid town on Twitter.
What was the town?
It was called King City.
King
City, California. I said, fuck this stupid bullshit town with your fucking bullshit restaurant. I was Denny's. There was a Denny's.
Denny's?
Yeah, there was a sign on the front of the Denny's. It said, arm wrestling competition today at 3 p.m. Don't miss it. And I said, this is what your town is excited about. Go fuck your fucking stupid town. I tweeted that, and the entire town got mad, and then people started writing me and going, hey, fuck you, man. That's really hurtful. This is where I live. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you guys had the internet there. and then another kid wrote and was like, man, that's not fucking cool. You really hurt my feelings. This is where I live. You would be lucky to be from this town. And then I tweeted a picture of a graveyard, and I was like, this is the luckiest people in your town. And that, it made a lot of people mad. A lot of people got very mad. I got a lot of hate mail on
You'll
that.
never work in King City.
Probably nice.
Never.
It's a nice town too. They're very nice people
No,
there.
it's shitty.
No, it's really shitty.
It's awful.
All right, guys. Well, this has been the Nighttime Show podcast. If you're from King City, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Thanks. Thanks a lot for
Leave us a
coming in.
review unless you're from King City.
Yeah, if you're from King City,
Please
please
don't
don't
leave
leave a review. All right. Thanks
I
a
love
lot.
King City.
I know. Thanks a lot. This was awesome.